lentils. Hey, all you lovelies. I grew this little pumpkin. It's only a small one, but today I went and bought a leek because I thought I have to do something with this. It's been a few months and it really has to be put into use. Don't know what the center's going to be like. So I'm making a pumpkin leek and I'll put some red lentils in just for a little bit of protein. And I thought I'd just bring you in and show you the beginning of it because I can't do the whole thing, but I can show you basically what to do and then you can make it yourself. Pumpkins are pretty cheap, get yourself a big pumpkin and this will freeze and it will last for quite some time. You don't have to put the lentils in, but I love the protein because it makes you full, and you can also add a bit of rice noodle or what are they called? Quinoa, or even rice. I don't eat rice because it's very low IG. It takes forever to. So all right, so I'm just gonna. This one I'm doing. I'm just gonna spray this pan. Hang on. Okay, I have got a spray bottle and I'm just going to spray the bottom of this tray. Can you see the tray? Okay, give it a good spray. Now I'm going to do the leek first and do the pumpkin last because the leek will take a few seconds. Just going to cut across there and see how much middle I have, because sometimes you can take these outside leaves off and you'll still have a fairly good little piece in the middle that you can cook. I think I'll just do that one and then I'll just cut these ones up. Okay, and chuck them in your pan. These are of course pre-washed. I'm just going to take the end off that one. Now leave these fairly big when you're roasting them because otherwise they'll dry out too much and become burnt. Sometimes I'll have a look in there halfway between the cooking and the taking out of the oven just to check that nothing's burning. And if it is, I take it out. If it's already cooked, I take it out before the pumpkin, even though I'm going to cut the pumpkin into little sizes. Yeah. Hi, how are you today? Okay, so I'm just going to cut this pumpkin. Don't know what's going to happen, but yeah. And this is a little one. Mine are usually like twice as big as this. So, but that's okay. We're still going to use it. And it looks really quite yummy. So just going to try to cut it into, it doesn't matter, it's just going to be all cooked up anyway. And I probably want small pieces, so as I'm going to cut it, I'll just take off the skin, but I'm going to cook the skin as well because that will turn into chips, but I probably will put it on a different tray. I've got a smaller one because it's organic out of my garden. I'll probably save some of them. This doesn't look real good. I'm going to put a piece of parchment in there. It's an old, tin pan, and it was quite cheap, so it wasn't the greatest. I'll use that for all my chips. Okay. Back here. Just scrunch that up before I put it in. Hang on a minute. It's not doing the thing. Now put it in. People wet it as well. You can wet it. I just find scrunching is really satisfying. Okay, in with that. I'll give a spray as well. Okay, and as I'm doing it, I'll cut that off. So we're going to get, reasonably small pieces so that it cooks really quick. and pop them into the tray. Can you see there? Hi. I'm just wondering who's with me this morning. Hi, how are you going? I can't say the name. Me before and Operalo. I don't know. But anyway, I'm making this beautiful leek and pumpkin with red lentil. So just going to chop it up. I'm keeping the seed, and I'm going to keep some for replanting, and I'll also keep some for cooking, and I'll just cook that up. And see how it's got the skin? I'm just putting the skin into another one, and I'm going to cook that. So I should have probably taken the skin off first, and it would help if I had my glasses on probably, but I haven't, so we just have to go with this. Yeah, guess what? I got ripped off this morning. I can't believe it. I got ripped off something terrible. I went to the shopping centre and I bought 4 lots of Indian curry. I bought 3 of these beautiful, 3 of these with this top on it, because the ones I have, I've got to do a demonstration. The ones that I've got, they've got these round lids, and sometimes it builds up pressure because I put boiling water in and I can't get the lid off. I've got to get one of those sticky rubbery things to get the lid off. Anyway, I decided these were on special, and I thought, oh, they're on special, and they hold boiling water or cold water for 24 hours. And that's a long time. And when I'm hiking or going out in the scrub or anything like that, I really love my hot water, and I love to just drink it as hot water, but I love to make a cup of tea or coffee or cacao. So these ones are the same. They're double lined, and this is what I love about it, is this handle here. Yes, because I can just put my hand in and turn it, and it's open. Oh, and it's open. So I don't, and as I get older, that it's going to be really good, rather than having to, really sort of hang on to this and grip it to open it. So I'm really happy. So I got 3 of these. Back to the story. I bought 3 because I thought I'll have 2 for upstairs here, and I'll put 1 in the van for when I go travel, And anyway, I came home. I know I should have figured it out at the shop, because I saw the actual account and it was something like, wow, that's like $200 and something. Like, I can't remember how much it was. And I thought, oh, I did buy, I bought them, and I bought this and I bought that. Yeah, that's expensive. Geez. But I didn't think to look at the docket. And the lady put them, this is the funny part. The lady put them through for me, because they won't let you do it yourself, put 6 of a product in or put 4 of a product in. They have to come over and you stand aside and they put 6 of a, 4 whatever. So she's even done that. And so anyway, annoyingly so, I had to ring up and say to them, hey, I think you've overcharged me. And I told her the story, and they said, you have to come back down to the store. And I said, can't you just take my card number and put it, because that's all they're going to do is put it back on my card. I said, can't you just put it back on my card? Oh, no, you've got to show us the docket. And I'm thinking, all you have to do is go back on the cameras and you'll see that I'm standing. Anyway, I have to now go back to the shop to do that, which is, one of those things that, this day and age, the price of petrol, it's driving down, driving back. Luckily, it's only, 3 minutes away or 4 minutes away or whatever. I don't know. I'm not pretty close. So I'll get the seeds, and I'll put the seeds in as well, because the seeds cook up really yummy. And yeah, so anyway, that's what I'm whinging about this morning, is that. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm getting on to hey, how you going? Is it Marbarella Gisela? I don't know. It says to add a question and answer. Where are you from? Where are you from? Are you from around here in Queensland, or are you yeah, I'm cutting the skin off first. That was a stupid thing to do. You know, cut it and then try to get the skin off. That nearly drove me mad. But you can see how it's affected me with all this business with those bottles. It's like, oh my gosh. Anyway, that's all right. I'll get over it. I'm kind of over it. I've got to go to the beach tomorrow for my hydro, so I'll probably go and oh jeez. Now I've got to wash it. Hang on a minute. Okay, back to the thing. Yeah, to do my hydro, so I may as well go down while I'm there. How am I going with this? I think I'll just chop. Such a small pumpkin. When you got such a small pumpkin, you're like, what am I going to do with this thing? Anyway, it's okay. I didn't water it. I didn't look after it. That's my fault. That's why it's tiny. But the skin will be beautiful little chippies. And yeah, so I've got it. Yeah, YouTube, what's happening is it's not doing the right thing. So they're getting onto my YouTube channel and they're going to be checking it all out and work out what is happening and then get back to me, and hopefully it will be working correctly, because yeah, there's something not right. So that's good. You know how you got to change your password, do all that sort of stuff. I mean, this knife is so blunt. Oh my God. Hang on a minute. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to cut and it's terrible. Hang on. Here's a nice little knife. I don't like that one either. Wait a minute. There's got to be another one. Here's another spare. Hang on. Yeah, so it will all be solved soon, and the mystery will be solved. I can't wait. So one of those things that, yeah, so this is what's happening. I am putting this into the oven, this. I will be getting and that's why I'm cutting it into small sizes, because I want it to cook fairly fast. So you can see I'm just cutting it into smaller pieces and it'll cook in half the time. Wow, there's a lot of this to cook. Yeah, I don't know. Anyone saying anything to me? Yeah, where are you from? Do I have to do that? I don't know. Okay. Yeah, so it's going to be good having my site working well and having no problems with it. Oh, this is not even working either. Okay, hang on. I didn't want to have to do this. Hang on a minute. I've got to get everything has to be. Oh, today, what's going on? I'm so organized. Hang on a minute. I have to sharpen these damn things. Well, at least one anyway. Let's close it up. It's actually touching my leg and freaking me out. these knives. They are so good. They got the rounded edge, and that is perfect. Okay, give them a little wash. You don't want to cut with them straight away, otherwise that metal will get into your food. So there we go. Now let's see if that made any difference. Yes. Okay, chuckle that in. Yeah, so the whole pumpkin. If you're growing pumpkins, this is a really beautiful meal to cook for the family. And usually kids will eat it. And with the red lentils, it just makes it really beautiful. Filling, you know, you can make it go further. You could put any kind of bean in. You could do whatever you have. Don't have to. If you haven't got red lentils, use something else and see what's going on there. So just try to cut. Well, that's a bit easier. Okay. Chuckle them in there. Yeah, so I'm not happy when that happens. I get really annoyed when people are trying to take my money, and you know, it's hard to come by. And I was thinking 200 and something. Gee, that's an awful lot. You know, that's a real lot of money. So anyway, I'll go down tomorrow. I've got to go past the same shop. I'm not going back out today to get that sorted. Go tomorrow. And yeah, I think the girl on the checkout who told me that she couldn't just put it back on my card sounded like she was about 12. But then I remember when I was young, I sounded very young. And so she may have been, you know, 18 or something. I don't know. But anyway, nearly done here. I better preheat the oven. So I'm just going to preheat the oven on 180 to 200, whatever your oven is when it's roasting, a good roasting temperature. I keep all my, does anyone else keep all their things in the oven? I keep everything in the oven. And so, only because it's a good storage space. Oh, my back. So sore. Okay, it's okay, don't worry. All right, so, don't know what's happening out there. Something funny is happening to my YouTube channel. So, yeah, I'm hoping we get it fixed, and don't know how long it'll take. It'll probably take a little while. They'll get back to me and tell me, oh, please do this, please do that, and it'll all be sorted. So waiting for that to happen. Don't know if anyone else is having trouble with their YouTube channel, but it seems like it's been happening for a long time, and I haven't been able to get it sorted. It's been one of those things that I've just let go, and I should never have let it go, but yeah, hopefully within sometime soon it will be definitely sorted. Okay, this is looking good. Not much more. All that's beautiful. All those beautiful chips I'm going to be making. Yum. Beautiful. Okay, so that's done. Now, Chips, more of the seeds. I really can't keep these seeds. I think, they're not very good. They're not great for keeping. So I don't think I'll bother. I think I'll just, cook them and let them be. Let them be. Just let them be whatever they want to be. Do what you want to be what you want to be. Yay. Okay, that's it. Okay, chuck it all in, chuck it all in. Chunk, chunk, chunk. I am nearly finished. I need a rest. I've got to have a rest. My back hurts, my legs hurt, everything is hurting, my head is even hurting. I think it's because I've been out all morning and I've only just gotten in and I've got to get this on. Now, the same thing, I'm just going to load up my... Yeah, I do have to learn how to do it a little bit better. Okay, olive oil. Yeah, if you've got a spray bottle, geez, it saves you a lot of olive oil. So if you don't spill it over the side and make it all yucky. So yeah, so they owe me like nearly $100 that they took off me. 9. I looked at it when she did it because she was pushing the buttons really hard and it should have dawned on me like 130 something, but I didn't have my glasses on. And this is what happens when you're blind as a bat. Well, I'm not quite there, but it's really difficult to see what they're doing. So I'm just spraying this now. You can just see what I'm doing because I will be leaving after I do this. And what you do with your, I'll just be putting these chippies in. Probably need a bigger container. Don't care. I'll be eating them anyway. All right, so I'm going to put some salt on here. Just cook it with a little bit of salt. This is Celtic salt, everyone. Celtic salt. Okay, and pepper. Where's my pepper? There it is. Okay, salt and pepper. Oh. My hand's slippery from that oil. Slippery from the oil. Let's stick a bit with that one too. Okay, now good. Okay. And in the oven. Okay. I should put this on a bigger tray, but I'm not going to. Get your okay. I got red lentils, then I've got the mung ones, but I'm going to do red lentils. I'm just going to get how much do I want? A cup or more? How much have I got there? I think I'll just do a cup in that small amount. So that's a cup, but it'll double in size, so don't worry about it. You'll have plenty. And yeah, I'm just going to soak this in a bowl. Pop them in this bowl. Is that a big enough bowl? I don't know. Hang on a minute. Let's have a look. Just chuck it in this one. water. Okay, give it a little mix around. And that will be, by the time this is cooked, that will be enough soaking. And then I'll add everything to a big pot. So I'm just going to tell you the rest of the story. Okay, I'm getting this pot, I don't know, a couple of liters. Once the leek and the pumpkin come out of the oven, I will be putting it into the big pot, and then I will be pushing into the lentils. I'll strain them, put the lentils in, the red lentils, and then I'm going to cook that down for a very short time, put some stock in. I've got vegetable stock, and I'm going to put some of that in, probably a litre of water and the vegetable stock, and then a small tin of coconut cream, and salt and pepper again, just, taste it and put what you want in. And then that'll be that. Feed everyone. It'll feed loads of people. And you are getting some protein as well. If you put some quinoa, you'll have a complete protein. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that little segment this morning. I'm going to go into my relaxing area and just rest up just for half an hour, and then I'm going to get stuck into it again. So that's all good. Just make sure I've got it on the heat. Yeah, I put mine on to 200 because I want it nice and hot. And I don't mind that little burnt bit on the edges, because once you mash it all up with your blender, that was what I forgot. So everything goes into the pot. Cook it on the stove for, say, 15 minutes, whatever you like. Don't make it too, gluggy. And then blend it with your blitzer. Bzz, bzz, bzz. And, one of these, might as well get it out because I'm going to be using it later. All right, so blitz, 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 and add your coconut cream. So I hope now I won't be putting this in the thing because I never do, but I hope you've got it by what I said. It's pretty easy. Cook the pumpkin, cook the leek, soak your red lentils. At the time when the leek and the pumpkin is coming out, get yourself a litre of vegetable stock. This is gluten-free as well. And put it all into a pot. Drain the lentils, did I say that? And cook it for 15, 20 minutes, whatever. Blitz up, add your coconut cream, a small tin, and you're done. You can serve it immediately. Or freeze it like I do. I freeze most of it in little containers, so I've got food later on. All right, I'm tired, and today it's just been, what the heck? I just read, and catch you later, alligators. Ciao for now. Bye. Yeah.